All right, here it is, the completed greenhouse. My husband and I put it together in a weekend. It took us about 12 hours combined, I would say. We put it on a 10-inch base. This is a PALRAM 6x12 Snap and Grow. So you can make it longer if you wanted to. You can buy the extension kits and it just snaps together. And the name sounds so like it's so easy, Snap and Grow, but it was kind of nightmarish to put together at times. The directions are just pictures. You have to definitely have time to put it together. I would not do it when you're in a hurry, if you've had a bad day, if you're hungry, or if it's windy, because it definitely can be frustrating to put together, and any of those things would definitely make it worse. It was a great marriage test to put it together. We passed. Everyone survived. But yeah, so we put it on a base to make it taller. I am 5'11", and if we hadn't have done this, I would only be able to stand up in the very middle. So when it's since it's on the base, I'm able to stand up all the way to about here, which is super helpful. It does make it so that there's a step, but that's okay. Keep me limber. I put a 2x6 raised bed at the end. I actually just started filling it with, I put cardboard down at the bottom, then I did a bunch of leaves and sticks, a couple of decomposed pieces of wood, and then I dumped out a couple of my hanging basket, the dirt in those because I wanted to replace it next spring. And those are the baskets sitting there. Overall, I like the way that the greenhouse looks. It looks very nice. It kind of goes along with our aesthetic, with our metal. We have metal siding on our house in the cabin, and it looks nice. So it'll be an interesting experiment to see how long it lasts. We get a lot of snow in Seward, so there it is. So yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna have to come out and shovel it, or if we're gonna have to. Gosh, I don't know. I'm hoping that it'll last and that the snow will just slough off. Otherwise, it's going to be a pain to keep track of, make sure that we're constantly on top of it. That's all my garden stuff that I've collected and put in here because I'm like, hey, now I have storage to put my garden stuff. Step. So yeah, overall I'm happy with the look. I guess we'll see. The door comes apart in two pieces. If you want to open just the top, let some airflow. If you want to open just the bottom, I'm not sure why I would ever do that because I'd probably bang my head trying to walk out of it because I'd forget that I had it open. But I will warn you that if you put it on a base, the handle up here for the top of the door is much higher. So it doesn't really matter for me. I'm, like I said, I'm 5'11", but keep that in mind if you raise it up, that the handle up there is going to be much taller. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. It's got some gutters on each corner or downspouts, and I think I'm gonna set up a barrel on the other end and collect rainwater so I can water without having to drag the hose over here. We get lots of water in Seward, so I don't think I'll have a problem collecting rainwater. So yeah, there it is, the 6x12 PALRAM Snap and Grow greenhouse. I can't decide if I'd recommend it or not. I guess we'll do a review next spring and see if it survived the winter.